Samaria, boys, give away.
Give away.
National give away, man.
Give away.
Now, oh yeah.
Now, yeah.
Now, oh yeah.
Now, yeah.
God, we are there, oh yeah.
Now, yeah.
God, we are there, oh yeah.
Now, yeah.
God, we are there, oh yeah.
Now, yeah.
The Paras great, oh yeah.
Now, yeah.
Jamaica Bolu, oh yeah.
Now, yeah.
And she go to eat, oh yeah.
Now, yeah.
Come get your reggae, oh yeah.
Give away.
That's on the reggae, oh yeah.
Give away.
We have a congress with it.
Yeah,
We have a congress with it.
yeah.
We have a congress with it.
Yeah,
We have a congress with it.
yeah.
Oh, congress, go, congress, can, congress, can, go, right.
Congrats, 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 congrats.
Oh, congress, go, congress, can, congress, can, congress, can.
Congrats, 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 congrats.
Samale go, congress.
Samale go, congrats.
Samale go, congress.
Samale go, congrats. Mura, congrats, mura. Mura, congrats, mura. Mura, congrats, mura. Mura, congrats, mura. Mura, congrats, mura.
Boots on the ground, viva!
Viva!
Congress, yo! Go! Tear different way, you can't take away the Congress, yo! They must say, out in the way, out in the way, out in the way, reaction out in the reaction out in the freshness. Oh, they must say, out in the lonely militant cadres of the revolution, lonely, George, man, we are lonely, array of the youth, lonely, Manda, Congress, Chamanito, Maserado, Tesco, you chairperson, Zula chairperson, Congress government, yo, Congress government, yo, Manda, When Mara and Clara say Clara. When Aki and Bobo and Aki say Aki. No. Man, yo. Manta.
Long live the 40 on time spirit, Chamanito, long live. Long live, time 40 spirit, Chamanito, long live. Long live, the most powerful pour la Germany, the Republic of Liberia. Oh, Chamanito, yo, most powerful young man, la Liberia, yo, most powerful man, the better one, the Republic of Liberia, Luther.
Thank you ever so much, fellow district youth leaders, auxiliary, head of the auxiliary and members of the auxiliary network of our party. Masorado chapter present and the executive committee of the Revolutionary National Youth League headed by Chairman Emmanuel Moba Johnson, Papa Nito for short. Members of the folk estates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We want to say you are welcome to the Papi Solo Conference Hall, where the party through the National Youth League will be quickly addressing the press. But before doing that, we want to inform you that this press conference is being graced by a series of executive committee members raising from district, Masorado, and national. So we will like to announce their presence, and then we will go straight into what we are here for. So quickly, we want to recognize the presence of the presumptive leadership of Masorado County, Comrade Paul Mowell, the Vice Chair for Political Affairs, Acting Vice Chair for Political Affairs, Comrade Amara B. Cannon, the Vice Chair for Program Planning and Policy, presumptive, Comrade Ambassador Frank Saka, who is the Deputy Secretary General for Record and Research. We have Comrade Mike Doko, the Deputy Secretary General for Administration, Masorado Chapter, Comrade Alpha Gray, who is the operation for Masorado Presumptive Chapter. We have Comrade Melvin D. Brown, who is the Presumptive Secretary General of Masorado Chapter.
Where Melvin D. Brown? Where? No, bamboos of the party, Masorado County.
And before you introducing my fellow executive committee member, Abdul D. Kamen, preferred to be called the National Gatekeeper of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. Acting Chairman, Masorado County. We want to quickly fling on the executive bench, but before doing that, all head of auxiliary, we salute your presence. We say you are highly welcome to your usual spot. We want to quickly draw into the picture Comrade Christopher Kenneth, who is the Vice Chair for Human Resource Development of our party. So, we have with us Comrade Helen Ma, the Deputy Secretary General for Press and Publicity of the Revolutionary National Youth League. So, we have with us Comrade Leader Jerome. Jerome Seri is the National Vice Chair for International Affairs of the Revolutionary National Youth League. So, we have Comrade Alva Gray and Alva Mo Ice, the National Deputy Secretary for Records and Research. We have with us the most powerful pen pusher in the border politics of Liberia, a retired student general, not Troy student, a man who led debates on behalf of the country across the globe, the former Deputy Secretary General for Administration of the Indomitable Revolutionary National Youth League, Comrade Leader Hassan Newland, Secretary General of the Revolutionary National Youth League. We have with us a man with a rich credential of student activism. Today, students of the University of Liberia are enjoying free tuition because he paid his due. He was unjustifiably expelled, not because he threw rock at the campuses, not because he was busting car windshields, because he was advocating for academic freedom. A young man who served as PRO, the official spokesperson of the Revolutionary National Youth League, a retired student general with honor. He has no record of throwing stones. What he has in his plate is true advocacy, through intellectual engagement. Today he's serving as the national vice chair for operations of our party.
Amanda.
Ladies and gentlemen, I announce the presence.
Amanda.
We have with us a standing soldier, comrade, leader, teacher, Alvin Fidel Castro. We said,
Retired student general,
we also want to recognize the advent and presence of Comrade Asu Selim, one of our allies present in this hall. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, the man I'm about to introduce to you, who will just play the leadership role by watching the SG to demonstrate what we are here for, is a retired student general with rich credentials in activism. His advocacies over the period are written on the wall. Today, we have a youth leader with a rich academic credential. He's the most educated youth chairman in the history of our body politics. The man I'm about to introduce to you served in youth and student politics in Liberia, played a role on campuses and at Fly Linsu as well. The former Secretary General of our party, the man who served as Deputy Secretary for Administration, and later on ascended to the Secretary General of our party before ascending to the chairmanship through an overwhelming victory. So, a Chicago tree. I'm not telling you about Stone Tune. Meditate. He went through the rank and file, through the academic corridor, from Buchanan Street, AGM, University of Liberia, went to the Bell Hebrews Bell in this country, debated in student activism, national politics. He has no record of brutalizing anyone. He has no record of throwing stones. His record is rich with dialogue, positive engagement, peace building, and you can name the rest. The man that presides over all of the young people, including the opposition youth leaders, including all opposition youth chairmen, sits on his watch. He is the arrowhead for all of the young people in politics. A man who just returned from the U.S. with masters from the University, the Chicago University. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to salute the presence of our leader, teacher, mentor, father, Emmanuel, Moba, Josie, Papa, Nobody explanation for celebrating our leaders. That is why they envy us. They see our presence as a threat to them. If you want to face us, be like us when we're in opposition. We didn't use shadow politics. The CDC phase was confronting the vampire UP regime. We didn't use student community to confront them. So we owe nobody explanation for celebrating our leader. We stand ready if it will cost our life to defend the emblem of our party. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I want to now zoom in to this podium. An intellectual professor. Professor Abisi Wise, the National Vice Chair for Operations of our party.
Amanda, where you? Amanda, where you? Amanda, where you? Away to Amanda, away to Amanda. Down, 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 down. ATU down, 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 down. SOD Yaga Koruba down, 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 down. Malicious down, down. Down, 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 bloodbath down, 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 agent provocateur down, down. Amanda, where to? Amanda, where to? Away to Amanda. Forward, forward to free education, say forward, 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 forward to road connectivity, forward, 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 forward to peace and unity, forward, forward. Amanda, away to Amanda, Maibouye, Liberia, Maibouye, Liberia, Liberia, Maibouye, Liberia, Maibouye. Well, thank you. Thank you all so much. At this juncture, I am privileged to be given such an opportunity by the man who presides over the tripartite sessions, of Liberia's and Africa's fastest independent revolutionary mass, Pan-Africanist liberation movement, the indomitable, the unbeatable, the unshakable Revolutionary National Youth League of the Mali Coalition for Democratic Change. So! Permit me to call on stage to bring to your attention members of the Folk Estate and fellow Liberians to give you a clue to what happened yesterday. A very young Liberian citizen a member of the Motorcyclist Union of the Republic of Liberia, by extension, the Coalition for Democratic Change. While in pursuit of his living, commuting passengers and transporting different people at different locations, around Central Monrovia and its environs. We got informed that the officers of the National Chairperson of the Mali Congress for Democratic Change Revolutionary National Youth League, that a member of the Motorcyclist Union of the Republic of Liberia was being manhandled. Not only was he being manhandled, he was ill-treated and maltreated, brutalized by janjaweeds and malicious, by unscrupulous and nefarious forces under the instruction of the man who refused to rehabilitate himself after bloodletting during the 14 years of a brutal and devastating civil crisis. Yeke Koluba. Permit me to call on today's reason our young militant, Ansu Soli, Ansu Seli. Yeke Koluba. Yeke Koluba. Yeke the assassinator. Yeke the assassin. Yeke the mass murderer. Hey Yeke. It is as though the atrocity and murder, the mayhem, bloodletting, I spill on the masses of our people, innocent Liberians in this country. You have not exhibited any conduct and action of repentance and remorse and forgiveness. Why attack a young man trying to look for an ants meat? A motorcycle. The potential of motorcyclists in edition number 10. We have been told that the motorcyclists In district number 9, 11, 12, the motorcyclists in the 17 electoral districts are angry. 17 electoral districts in Montserrat County are very angry. Now, one of the members of the motorcyclist union have been attacked by Yeke Koluba. Brutalizing him. What was his crime? What was his crime? What did he do to you? What is the crime to take students from Central Moravia, to take passengers and commit them around Central Moravia? And he brutalized this young man. A lawmaker who engages into malicious behavior. Is that one a lawmaker? Is that two a lawmaker? Is that a lawmaker? That isn't a lawmaker. That's a terrorist.
Reactionary tendency.
Abbas.
Reactionary tendency.
Abbas.
Reactionary tendency.
Abbas.
Bloodletting.
Abbas.
Bloodletting.
Abbas.
Say his name.
Abbas.
Say his name. Yeke Koluba. Say his name.
Yeke Koluba.
Say his name.
Yeke Koluba.
Shout his name.
Yeke Koluba.
Shout his name.
Yeke Koluba.
Shout his name.
Yeke Koluba.
Down, 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 Yeke Koluba, down.
Down.
Down, 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 violence down.
Down.
Down, 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 to shenanigans down.
Down.
Down, 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 to lesser tactics down.
Down.
This is another victim. Why are you beating motorcyclists and chasing after them? If you're understanding that all motorcyclists are seditionists, but all motorcyclists are also Liberians. Another motorcyclist was beaten massively by Yeke Koluba. Look at his eyes. Look at his hair. This is sad. This is not a democracy of Bacchus Gabriel Matthew. This is not a democracy of Deacon Carlo, and not a democracy of Abapod. Toi, c'est un dimle. À toi, anglais. The democracy where 250,000 of our compatriots had to die and were dumped in my graves for peace and tranquility to prevail. But on the contrary, there are elements who think that we are still living in the past. And they are using their past in their presence and still reinventing the dark memories. We hate to be reminded about the dark memories of the 40 years of devastating civil unrest in our country. We know the perpetrators. For us, we are victims. We're young people. We saw how chaos been perpetrated against the state, the breakdown of the fabric of our society, the infrastructure, the education, the health, the road, the culture. Yeke Koluba again. He desperate quest to seek political relevance is to unleash terror. And that is not the first time. But let me say this to you, comrades and fellow Parisians. The Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mitochondria for Democratic Change is documenting every atrocity, be it against seditions of peaceful Liberian citizens. And this nonsensical posturing of people perpetrating evil and harm against people and against the state, and the same time masquerading and gallivanting with a culture of impunity. It was never happening on the watch of the Revolutionary National Youth League or the Indomitable Mighty Congress for Democratic Change. No. And that's why we've written and we've complained. And today, another evidence has been displayed. So you know who are the perpetrators parading and masquerading as victims. That we have been taught by Excellency President George Manawia that the CDC was never formed on the basis of violence. 12 years of our historical journey to the executive mansion was on the basis of the fundamentals and rudiments of democracy, where we engage the people constructively using idealism, intellectualism, debating issues and non-personality or argumental harmony, engaging the national conversation, explaining to our people about why we think we should be the alternative to the Unity Party government. This core doctrine of an opposition, bankrupt of an opposition, through all of its excesses and bankruptcies, is reminding us about those who brought war in our country with their actions and inactions. But we don't blame them. We blame certain young people who are parading in the youth and student community, being used as vehicles, being used as conduits, being used as instruments, being used as process mercenaries, being used as agents of violence and social disorder. We don't blame these elements. We blame these elements and young people who have accepted the status of slavery, yet kept Koluba moving on the University of Liberia campus. What is the relationship with Yaka Koluba? With you on the University of Liberia campus, what is the historical relationship and ideology? What is the historical relationship in revolutionary struggle history? What is the historical relationship? From the broader institutional perspective, institutional alignment. What is the relationship with you on the political spectrum? A man who is just nothing but a notorious political gangster, roaming, is the one that has been decorated today as the de facto chairman of a certain political party on the university campus.
Amen.
Yesterday, tyrants. Yesterday, tyrants. Yesterday, those who met their blood. In 2001 and 2002, on university students are the one common fly themselves on the canopy of a particular student movement. This is a contradiction and contradistinction.
Yeah.
But we are not surprised.
Yeah.
Because in history, when the struggle for dollar democracy, intensifies, dollar politics will take precedence over ideology. Let me repeat. When the struggle for dollar democracy intensifies, dollar politics will take precedence over ideology. So instead of the young people at that institution aligning themselves with ideological movements, mass ideological movements, they are aligning themselves with gangsters and notorious criminals because they have gone barren with ideology. And political bandits and recidivists, we have been told in history that no loyalty to concept and ideology, but rather to dollars. And that's why they believe in the dollar sign so much. And because of that, the culture of student activism, progressive youth movements in this country, has been compromised. And strangers have hijacked and infiltrated student movements. It's time for our university students to present to you Yeke Koluba under the instruction of SOD and ATU. We read the student politics at the State University. We knew how people were brutalized under the instruction of Charles Taylor. How can this man be your friend? Young students who read in the pages of student history. Identify your friends, that what Mao Zedong said to us. We must identify our own mission. Know our friends, know our Allah. Can that man be your Allah? Yeah. Can that man be the Allah of the institution? Can that man be the Allah of the party? A reckless gambler, a bandit with zero understanding of mass movement and liberation struggle. Has that man been in our college training classes to understand the fundamental rudiments? Why it takes about struggle in politics, why it takes about governance? Have you sat in our classes to read the unity of opposite struggle, transforming quantity to quality? As you understood what it means to sit in the classroom for 4 semesters and 5 semesters to read dialectical materialism and how you transform it to the benefit of the masses of our people. What is the understanding? What desecrates the sacredness of State University? Why butcher the history of your own movement? But the spirit of work can be tabian to near register with the bar. It's frustrated. Yeah. Do business with a mafia or Charles Taylor reincarnate a warlord who unleashed terror on university students. Veteran Alfonso Socrates Nimle. Uriah Tepo, Lester Tenney, Yeke Koluba, brutalized students on the Jonathan Hill. Put that man in khaki. And how come the man has become your veteran in no time? Has he paid for the damages and terror? Has he paid for the chaos and calamity? Has he paid for the Holocaust? The Holocaust on armless and people students in 2001, 2002, and 2003. But this generation is a lost generation. This generation is a lost generation. Precisely the generation of young people on university campuses. Because you don't know who your heroes are and who your friends are. It's a disservice to the struggle. It's disingenuous to the struggle of brothers and sisters who fought in the 70s to establish this movement. This movement that sits in bear with Alexander Cummins, Ure, Darius Dillon, Henry Costa, and determine the agenda of your party. Wrong generation, lost generation, backward generation. Why are you here to? Everything that you disagree with the system, bring us under the theater. Let us go to the lab, the laboratory. Let the best ideas. Bring your best. If you think the people struggling have not gotten education, we too have gone to Chicago. Some of our best sons have gone to John Jay. Invite them. Let's debate governance.
Say yo. Former Senate committee went to Chicago. Say yo. Manda. Luther. Continue.
Let's debate ideas. Let's debate policies. Yeke is now our friend. He can never be the friend of the student movement. The brothers in ZANU-PF can never be a friend to the oppressors. The ANC can never make friend with Apata. Amanda. 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 But let me say this. The Lao Tzu said in a quote, that if a man deceives you for the first time, if a man deceives you for the first time, shame on you, shame on him. But if he comes back for the second time and deceives you, shame on who? You. Appearing in the same regalia and paraphernalia with you on the university campus doesn't in any way mean that you have the same ideological and revolutionary identity. Yeah. You have committed class suicide. It is genocidal. History will never forgive you. The rest of the spiritual burning is on your generation. To take a mafia lawmaker, a gangster, notorious lawmaker, and place him on the sacred university campus to desecrate the brutalized young people. Motorcyclists. And he called that militancy, that is ruthlessness. That's gangsterism. Yeah. That is hooliganism. Yeah. That is despotism. Comrades, we are tempted. But there will be a time when the final message, the signal, will be given to us. Comrades, I'm seeing you, we are far. I know you have something for us. Let me reserve the arsenal. Yeah. Babe, we are tempted, babe, we are tempted, babe, Amanda, Nimbasia, how many do, yeah. How many do, yeah. How many do, yeah. How many do, yeah. C'est quoi, SG Newland, c'est quoi, respond to the patrocrat, c'est quoi, CC message, c'est quoi, one rap victory, c'est quoi.
Viva, the most educated youth league SG, viva.
Yeah.
Amanda, if you're standing behind there, you're not answering the Bible crowd will pull you aside. Way too. Amanda, if you're in this hall and call yourself a seditious, you're not answering the Bible crowd will pull you aside. Way too. Amanda. One round victory, Amanda. Got it. I was called up here to deliver a very succinct but important message. Before delivering this message, I'd like to speak to you in my intro by informing you that the rebels, the killers, those who caused mayhem yesterday are still around. I'd like to remind you. I'd like to remind you that the rebels that opened the stomach of pregnant women and threw them from the top of the Stockton Bridge are still around. I'd like to remind you that those people who cut the hairs of young babies and use it for sacrifice are still around. I'd like to remind you that while President Weah is busy stretching the road from Salahi to Zozo to Bonjema, you see folks who cut our hands, who kill our wives and burn down our villages are still around. They are busy getting themselves reincarnated, pretending to be student generals, pretending to be in your interest, pretending to be working with student companies, while taking away your dignity and while turning you into tools and weapons of mass destruction. But fortunately for us, we know that these people who cause mayhem in our country, they have their leaders. Yeke Koluba in person has his political leaders. Let's not forget, when these people cause crimes of the nature, when they beat motorcycle mercifully, when they hurt peaceful students, we have to tie these crimes to the political leaders. The political leader of Yeke Koluba, they are Joseph Numa Bwaka and Alexander B. Cummings. The mayhem that will cause the beating of students, the beating of motorcyclists, and destruction of properties on the campus of the University of Liberia was instructed strictly by the political leaders of Yeke Koluba in Alexander B. Cummings and Joseph Numa Bwaka. And evidence of that is the fact that since the incident occurred on the campuses of the University of Liberia, we have heard nothing from these two men. They are happy, they are jollified, they are celebrating in their corners, in their beds, that Yeke Koluba implemented an instruction to beat on motorcyclists. In their perception, all motorcyclists are seditions. But before these motorcyclists became seditions, they were Liberian first. So they are raining carnage and terror on Liberian people. But then they are going to come back to you to beg you for your votes. And so I've come to first, before I deliver this message, inform you that Yeke Koluba is not acting on his own. Yeke Koluba is implementing the decision, is implementing the project of Joseph Numa Bwaka and Alexander B. Cummings.
Down, 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 down. Chaos down. Down. Down, 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 down. Anarchy down. Down. Down, 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 down. Backwardness down. Down.
Well, let me remind you of a history of our country. Around the 1984, 1985, Liberia was plunged into mass civil unrest. We know the result of the conflict in Liberia fought. Today, some are graduating from high school at the age of 41. That is because when we were in elementary school in our villages and towns, these same people, the Yeke Koluba elect, were the one who tore arms, killed our mothers, killed our fathers, burn down our schools and make it impossible for us to acquire the education and graduate from school at an early age and make a better living for ourselves. Over 200 to 300,000 Liberians died in the civil crisis. Mass destruction of properties. The image of Liberia in the international community got damaged. And while President Weah and the mighty coalition for democratic change is striving to replace electricity, to stretch roads to our different counties, Bomi and Cape are boasting now of LEC. Today I was seeing photos of the road from Grand Bassa County to Fishtown, to Sister City being constructed. I saw photos. We are building the country, and elements in the opposition community are busy looking for a way to breed violence and threaten the upcoming process on October 10, 2023. But the CDC is firm, and so we are focused on paying attention to 2023. I brought to you a brief communication from our chairperson, and Mr. Chairperson, by your blessing, I'm going to go straight into our communication. Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC, Revolutionary National Youth League, Bernard's Compound, Toppen Boulevard, Congo Town, Monrovia, Liberia. March 14, 2023. Madam Christine N. Umotuni, Resident Coordinator, United Nations, 1 UN House, Toppen Boulevard, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Madam Umotuni, we present sincere compliments.
Manda! Wait! Manda! Wait! Manda! Wait! Wait!
We present sincere compliments and herein express our deepest concern regarding the wave of violent threats and pre-electoral violence actions from chief strategists and high-ranking officials of the Opposition Unity Party, of former Vice President Joseph Newman Parker, and the Alternative National Congress of Mr. Alexander B. Cummings. Madam Umotuni, the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change condemns the latest action on the part of the chief strategist of the Alternative National Congress in Ombo Yeke Koluba, Representative District Number 10, Monserrado County, who ordered his supporters, along with students of the campus-based Student Unification Party of the University of Liberia, to have tortured, manhandled, and inflicted bodily wounds on several innocent students, including a motorcyclist named Ansu Salif. It can be seen in a live video recording where Ansu Salif, an ordinary motorcyclist who have gone to drop off a student at the University of Liberia, was beaten, tortured, and left helplessly fighting for his life at the helm of the Koluba's men upon his arrival at the main campus of the University of Liberia on March 13, 2023. The Youth League sees this wave of violence perpetrated by members of the opposition over the past month, for which we have continued to draw the attention of your office and other international partners as anti-peace and have the tendency to lead to electoral violence. What is most troubling is the conspicuous silence and inaction of the standard bearer of the Unity Party, Mr. Joseph Newman Parker, and Mr. Alexander B. Cummings of the Alternative National Congress, while their officials and supporters continue to create mayhem against innocent students. Moreover, as Liberians prepare to head to the polls this year to participate in general and presidential elections, we can take these wanton human rights abuses and violence instigated by the opposition for granted because they undermine the high-end peace and degenerate our country into chaos. Therefore, while we condemn these human rights abuses by Mr. Yeke Koluba and opposition politicians, we wish to encourage your office to work with the administration of the University of Liberia and all relevant authorities to bring the perpetrators to justice and act expeditiously to protect our peace and democracy as Liberians prepare to go to the polls this year, October 10, 2023. We look forward to your timely response. Yours sincerely, Emmanuel Moba Johnson, National Chairman, Revolutionary National Youth League, Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. CC, United States Embassy, USAID, the European Union Mission, ECOWAS, the African Union, the Election Coordinating Committee, National Democratic Institute, the Office of Honorable Speaker Beaufort Chambers, the Honorable Senate Pro Tem Abachier, or Honor Sianyene Giape York, Chief Justice, and Councillor Frank Musa, Dean, Minister of Justice, Republic of Liberia. And so, our message has come to an end. Now, following this message, we would like to open to the press.
Manda!
Word.
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 Luther!
Thank you. You have listened to the message from our Honorable Chairman through the offices of the National Secretary General. At this junction, we will ask the press to ask 2 questions because you see the critical condition of our brothers. The National Chairman wants to rush them out to seek medication, so we take 2 questions. When you are recognized, you call your name, your institution you're representing, and you ask your question.
Thank you very much. My name is Trogon Flammer and I report for Spoon FM and TV. SG, you read your letter clearly, and it is said that because of a stalwart of the CDC went on the main campus of the University of Liberia that led to the saga that led to what happened. I want you to tell us that your stalwart, Mr. let's say Representative Gray, had not gone on the campus. Do you think this would have occurred yesterday?
So, I want to say thank you very much for the question. You are correct. Honorable Moses Akaras Gray is one of us in the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. In fact, in representation of Montserrat County on the ticket of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. I'd like to say to you strictly that Honorable Akaras Gray did not visit the premises of the University of Liberia surreptitiously. He publicly announced his visit. I'm here to answer a question that is strictly drawn from the letter that I read. The office of Honorable Moses Akaras Gray will bear the responsibility to answer certain questions that are related to a visit. What I'm here to address is the issue that has to do with the brutality of motorcyclists. Come to terms with this. This motorcyclist was taking a Liberian lady, a female, who was going to attend class at the University of Liberia, not knowing that violence was ensuing. Gangsters and hooligans led by an old mother in Yeke Koluba grabbed this young man, beat him, and almost left him lifeless. These kinds of brutalities are a threat to our peace. And we go to October 10, 2023. As we go to October 10, we want to go to October 10 under a peaceful atmosphere. Well, I don't know what opposition elements are hiding on violence. But I can say to you safely that they know fully well that October 10 is done on the first ballot. They know by evidence, and they know by the hands of the work of the hands of President George Manuel Weah, by the electricity they sleep under, by the roads that are being built, by markets that are being constructed across the country, by free school at the University of Liberia, or by loans for market women, that when these things are being delivered so actively as they are being, going to election with President Weah is a waste of time. Yeah. You will be beaten face down. So, to sharp from the flogging in 2023, they are using violent tactics. But let me say this to you. Your violent tactics will not save you. Because even as we were making violence against the CDC in 2017, as we were beating all our supporters in 2023, in 2017, we beat you in 14 counties. We beat you in 14 counties when we were not the government. We are the government. Our responsibility is to protect the peace. We'll protect the peace. But trust me, politically speaking, our friends in the opposition are hiding under violence. Because coming to the battle will be a waste of time. It will be a one-round beating. Trust me, October 10th, there will be no